So I know that you're an admirer of the Matrix films, the extent that you incorporate some of its language in your teaching, words like programs and systems and viruses, especially some certain viruses. I guess, how do you tie in the ideas of that movie or movies with the yoga practice?
Interesting question, because when the title of a question is The Matrix arises, and then the sub-question arise, I have different connections to the word matrix. And so I go back further to asking the audience, Keanu Reeves, who played Neo, apparently he was given a book to read. And the book that he had to read was called Simulation Simulacra. Now, it happened when, what's that? Thai? No, it's not Thai, it's Chai or Choi. Choi comes to the door with the girls, knocks on Neo's door, and Choi's asking for his program. And Neo goes to the bookshelf and takes out a book. I made one of these books when I was a kid. You open up the book and you cut out the pages, and there's a nice box inside it. And he takes out a program, closes the book. When you see the book closed, it says Simulation Simulacrum. You've got to have an eye for detail, okay? And so Neo had to write that. Now, let's say, for example, what's that? It's a book about cartography. It's about making a map. So we could create a map. I could make a map here of the Shala, the garden, the beautiful forest going all the way up the jungle to get to the restaurant. Yeah, and then the Shodhana house, so forth. So I could draw that. And I could fold that up and put it in my pocket. But we could then decide, well, for some people, that is not enough detail. Let's make this Paris a map. We could start making it slightly 3D. Yeah, make it slightly 3D and really sort of with these real little paths and things. And I'm sure when the person starts to follow from the Shala back up to the restaurant, they would find it easier. And we'd fold that up and be able to put that into the briefcase. If the map gets bigger, let's say we take it, why don't we just take it from the Shala to the restaurant, make the paths in the gardens and all that. The simulation becomes simulacrum. What the matrix is about is that this reality is a copy of the real. Neo, you've been living in a dream. Welcome to the real world. Yeah. So, what is it? So, simulation simulacra. Now, this is how over the years I've grown in terms of my programs. So, yes, between the ages of 0 and 7, we're programmed. We're programmed by the system. Now, I won't go there other than saying we're producers and consumers. That's what we've been programmed to become, producers and consumers. No, we are creators. We're absolutely creators. We are all jungle physicians. We are all shamanic. Okay. So, copy the guru. I got that from Dharmamitra. Dharmamitra, lovely yogi. Met him in Chicago in a Yoga Journal conference, and he was saying copy. All he did was copy the guru, copy the guru, copy the guru, copy the guru, copy the guru. Okay, so copy the guru is simulation simulacra. So I was already copying the guru before the matrix came out. So when the matrix came out, I'm going, wow, simulation simulacra, this is it. But that's still naive. Our first introduction to this little interview was about the beads, and I mentioned about seeking truth, seeking love. The other word then is authenticity. We can copy and copy and copy and copy, but we cannot be the other person. we can certainly use the copy or the inspiration. But all Morpheus was doing for Neo was taking him to the door, to his heart, to his belief, for him to believe he was the one. Yeah? This is what it is. When you believe you are the one, what does the oracle say? It's like being in love, Neo. Yeah? No one can tell you. It's like when you're in love, you're in love. Yeah? This is Bhakti Yoga. There's 4 yogas that we do. We put them all together. The Kriya Yoga. Within Ashtanga Vinyasa Yoga is Kriya Yoga, working with energy. We're cleansing, purifying. Yeah, in the old days, we used to say it was a very dynamic, sort of hot, sweaty, the vinyasa, the cleansing and purifying. This is Kriya Yoga. It's cleaning out the nadis, where the prana flows through, where the nad is the sound flows through. So we've got the Kriya Yoga, but we can't move anywhere forward until we start clearing up. We have to clean first. We've got to clean first, yeah? And then, once you've cleaned out all of the programs of who you're not, the misidentifications of name, of form, of gender, yeah, of profession, of culture, of nation, when you clean all that up, love has no flag. Love has no flag. When you clean that all up, then what happens is Bhakti Yoga arises. Bhakti Yoga, what's that? Devotion, love. You fall in love, not out of the love of yourself to something else. You don't put yourself into becoming a politician because you can't be with yourself. Yeah, so you can't be with yourself. No. Yeah. And so even within Ashtanga Yoga, we can put ourselves into the yoga to lose ourselves in the search for finding ourselves. It's all a paradox. And so when you clean up that Kriya Yoga and you get into the Bhakti Yoga, you fall in love, you fall back into yourself. When you fall back into yourself, then you're opening to the bhakti, the devotion of life and everyone around. So when you're in that place, then your yoga becomes sacrifice. Now, I don't mean I can't do that because I don't know. Sacrifice is an offering. So I offer myself, I offer my practice, I offer what comes through Guruji, which comes through me. I offer it to everybody. That's my Bhakti Yoga. That if I can say, look, fall back out of the world and into yourself. This is Bhakti Yoga. Then what happens, rising out of Kriya Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, you then get to Karma Yoga. Yeah? Yoga of action. Yeah, the yoga of action. You're going to be planting good seeds. Planting good seeds come back. Your garden is going to grow beautifully. Your inner garden is growing beautifully, and your outer garden grows beautifully. You've got right action. Yeah, you're planting good seeds. So Karma Yoga is the yoga of right action. Right action can only happen if we go back, clean the kriyas, come into the bhakti, then put it into action. Of course, right action leads to jnana yoga. Jnana yoga is the yoga of wisdom, the yoga of intelligence. And then what we find is that, so when we go all the way back to that tiny little Fibonacci spiral in the womb, the mind or the head and heart's joined. Now this is non-dual. Non-dual is heart-mind. If you separate mind from heart, heart from mind, you're in duality, and this is conditioned love. Conditioned love is duality. When you're stuck in the moon, woman, in the sun, man, Hatha Yoga is to bring those two together. The Shiva Shakti, consciousness and energy matter. Bring them together as one. This is non-dual. Yes, men are more rational. Women are more emotional. Men are more sun channel. Women are more moon channel. When we can bring that mind and like an elevator drop down to the heart, boom, heart, mind's connected. That's what men have to do. For women, the women have to go the other way. They have to go from the heart up to the mind. Then we can balance our emotions. Yes, it's taken me a long time to connect to my heart and my rationality. It's taken me a long time to express myself. I've retired. I'm retiring from the world. I'm retiring from the material program. Yeah, there's no more searching. No need to search. It's here, right here. Right here. And I thank my teacher, my jungle positioner, for giving me the opportunity to do that kriya, to do those kriyas, to do the cleansing, to do the purifying, to find that devotion, yeah, to find that light, and then live intelligently. We really want to live intelligently. And so, what was the question?
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
The Matrix?
So in the Matrix, there's that huge realization at the end. A huge realization at the end is that a brand new day is awakening. It's a complete awakening at the end. Yeah. And it might cycle all over again. Yeah. And so what we do is we've got this thing cycling within us, and most of the times we're cycling within the programs. What we're really cycling in is lifetimes, life experiences. Yeah. And so to finish off that question is, hit me. You might hear me in the class saying, kick me. Yeah. Kick me. I'm doing back asana for something. Hit me. You know, I'm being Morpheus. Previously I was a Neo. Now I'm being a Morpheus. But what it was is that in the dojo, when Morpheus and Neo are fighting, he's saying, hit me. And Neo tries and tries and tries. And someone was saying to me the other day, may I try a handstand? I said, why try it? You want to try a handstand? Let's do a handstand. Let's do it. Let's not try it, because all you're going to do is have a try handstand. And so what Morpheus is saying is, don't try and hit me. Know you can. Know thyself. Know you can. What's the problem is the programming that we have is programmed us into the words like unknown. Unknown conjures up dark and fear. Doubt. Unknowable is different to unknown. Now, unknowable is not experienced yet. So the knowable, how can we know ourselves? And know is to know. So in the Matrix, it's repeated many times. The Oracle saying it, Morpheus saying it. Know you can. You know you are. You are the one. And you're the star of your drama. You're the star of your play of consciousness. And don't give it away. Why acquiesce it? Why give it to some outside body of control? No, sovereignty. Take it. Yeah, and then Neo finally says, well, I believe something. That's why I'm going back. You know, the Oracle hit me with that one. But I believe something. I believe I can bring Morpheus back. So that's really important that we trust our own belief system. And so, you know, I have a belief system. My belief system is the yoga, and I'm not going to doubt it. And whenever there's any challenges, I go, no, and in this belief system, I'm in a very, what a privileged place to be sharing an experience with others. So I need to know what I'm saying. If I'm saying I teach yoga, I'm not teaching yoga. I'm just being a vessel for people to teach themselves. But I need to know what's coming through is yoga, not program. Okay, and so yogis left society. Yogis left society, put on the red robes, the orange robes, because they wanted to say, look, no, we need to purify. This is gone so far. Yeah. So what we finish off with is that when Neo's in the Matrix program, he thinks he's gone into the real Matrix. Yeah, and the woman in the red dress comes past, and of course Neo's head goes like this, and then Morpheus says, freeze! And Tank freezes it. But the message there is that everybody in this reality is an agent. If they have been hijacked, kidnapped by the system, by the program, they will defend it. They will protect it. Yeah. And so Guruji would say, not ready yet. Some people aren't ready this life to wake up. Yeah. So we want to get ready to wake up. Yeah. This life. So for me, the Matrix has much. I mean, we could do a whole philosophy class on the Matrix.
Next time for sure.
Yeah, next time. So thank you. Yeah. Know thyself.
Thank you so much for your time, Jonny.
Very welcome. Thank you to Purple Valley and all the team. With love.